In today's video, I show you how to create a mermaid eyeshadow look. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here though, my name is Hannah and I upload beauty videos every Monday and Friday. Feel free to stick around and subscribe. If you do subscribe though, I recommend hitting the little bell notification next to it. That way you'll get notified whenever I post beauty videos. If you want to see how you can recreate this eyeshadow look, make sure you keep on watching. So I knew that I shouldn't have talked about it too much because now I have, like, you know, how my skin was super clear, because now I have this zit right here and it's really bothering me. So we are going to start with the eye makeup, but first of all, I'm going to cover this zit up because it's really bothering me. This is the Benefit Industrial Strength Concealer. Normally I put my foundation on first, but I need to at least somewhat cover this up. Okay, I've already primed my eyes with the Smashbox Shadow Primer. You know the drill. I'm primarily going to be using this Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. I will link it in the description box. Well, not primarily, but the star of the show right here, super pretty, is from the Urban Decay palette that I will have linked in the description box. But for my transition color and that kind of thing, no surprise. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise. I'm using the Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. Luxie 243 brush, middle color right here, my like primary transition color. As you can see, I'm applying my transition shade using that Luxie 243 brush that I was telling you about. Just going back and forth. And also, I used to not take my transition shade this far into my inner corner area. Not on my inner corner, but you know what I'm saying. Hopefully you can follow. But anyway, I actually take my transition shade kind of across my whole eyelid. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm talking about as well. But yeah, I spent a while applying this transition shade. As you can see, I did speed up the process as well and, you know, cut out a little bit of it just because it was pretty repetitive. I'm using the shade Amp right now, which is that beautiful teal color. I use my ring finger to apply this with and just kind of pat and also swipe as well whenever I'm applying this shade. There is fallout, so that's why I applied my eyeshadow before my face makeup, other than, you know, covering up, that's it, but we don't need to talk about that. But yeah, just very lightly, remember to go lightly because this is over your eye. Just very lightly apply to this eyeshadow, and as also you'll be able to see, I did build up the intensity kind of throughout, you know, build up the intensity to your liking. Makeup is fun, so don't feel like it has to be rushed, and it's, you know, a nice little creative outlet. That's why, as you can see here, I'm building up the intensity a little bit more. And then on the outer third of my eyelid, I applied the shade Dive, which is a really pretty blue color. This is kind of a subtle look, I guess, for lack of a better way of explaining it. It is subtle, but I do think that it does, you know, create some more dimension, and I think it's really, really pretty. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and do this as well. Yeah, just lightly applying over where I applied the shade Amp. Now I'm using the shade Scream on my inner corner. I used the shade Scream because it's a little bit more opaque, and then I went over the shade, then I used the shade Angel Fire to go over top of that. That's what I'm showing right there. Doing the same for the other eye, of course. And then remember, I applied those two shades. That's what I was doing there. Then I took that lighter color a little bit too far in. I wanted to just focus that really light shade more on my inner corner. So that's why I went with that teal shade a little bit more. Now I'm blending it with the Sigma brush and going in with that teal shade even more because I was really obsessed with that eyeshadow, apparently. I mean, it's pretty, so not mad about it. So blending some more. Then I found that the transition shade that I used was a little bit too warm toned. So I am now going in with this I Want Candy palette, which I'm pretty sure was limited edition. So hopefully you can find an eyeshadow that is similar to this, but it's a little bit more cooler toned. So I did go over top of that shadow that I applied earlier for my transition shade. And I actually ended up mixing two colors. I showed you one at the beginning, but I ended up mixing two colors to kind of really I don't know. You know, you find what works best for you. I show those two colors a little bit later as well, but just wanted to go ahead and explain that. And I am glad that I went with this because, I don't know, I just think that it looks better. The look looks more put together. Obviously, it depends on your preference, but I just wanted to explain what I did here as well if you want to recreate this look. Also, speaking of which, well, not necessarily speaking of which, but if you do like this video and if you're finding this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Those are those two colors that I mixed together. Now I'm applying my brow bone highlight once again with that Dose of Colors eyeshadow palette. I know I'm using 3 eyeshadow palettes in this look, but I'm just showing you what I did. As you can tell, I went ahead and did most of the rest of my makeup. Like the eyeshadow was the focus of this video today, but I really need to talk once again about the Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes Mascara. I layered this with the Smashbox Superfan Mascara, and I'm so obsessed. Like, to me, it looks like I'm wearing false lashes. I'm not sure if you can really tell like how dramatic these are, but I'm a big fan. I applied the Tarte Stunner liquid eyeshadow, liquid highlighter underneath. Over top of that, I am going to apply the Ofra highlighter in the shade Star Island. I know I've applied most of the rest of my face makeup, but to me, you know, with these mermaid eyes, I also wanted to have a nice, you know, highlighted face as well. Nice highlighted, you know, skin. Pretty. Wow, I love it. For lips, I'm going to line my lips with the Tarte lip pencil in the shade Lightergram. Over top of that, I'm going to use the Bite Beauty lip gloss in the shade Salted Caramel. I line my lips using the lip liner, and then I also fill my lips in. Also, I want to mention that I forgot to set my face on camera, but I did set my face after I finished filming. I used the Tarte Stay Spray. Just wanted to clarify there because I know that I don't have footage of me setting my face with setting spray, but I did it, I promise. Probably, oh yeah, definitely should have used something lighter. I should have used the Urban Decay lip pencil in the shade Naked. But let's see what this looks like with the lip gloss over top. Since the lip liner was darker than the lip gloss that I'm using, in between, like I applied the lip gloss to my bottom lip, then I wiped off the lip liner that kind of got on the wand a little bit, and then I put the wand back in the tube, and then I applied my lip gloss to my top lip. Here is the look up close. This is very, very glam, not gonna lie. As I was saying, I probably should have used like a lighter option for the lip, but I think it still looks nice together. If you liked this video, I think you'll also really like this video right here. Just click on the link right here to be directed to that video. Once again, I hope you got some inspiration from this video and liked it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video.